Yo, what's up guys, the Goblin, and today what I have for you guys is an insane gameplay that I got here the other day. It's a 99-6 double chem strike on the map Strike Zone. Basically, I do actually get like 3 chem strikes in this game, but one is from the care package. That's why if you're wondering, Gobby, how do you have a chem strike already at 30 points? It's because that one was from a care package, and then I get 2 more chem strikes, and then I die on a 20 streak for the legit triple chem strike, the fake quad, I guess you could say, if you want to count that care package one. I really don't see people who count care package chem strikes. It really doesn't count in my opinion and in most people's. But this gameplay here is really insane, and you guys are gonna love it, and hopefully you guys will support it with a like, and obviously subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. The first thing I want to say is I do not capture a single flag in this game. So some people are going to be hating on me for that, but I want to say the reason for that is because I was playing with a few of my teammates. I think I had 3 or 4 buddies in this gameplay, and they said, Gobby, just go in and get your chem strikes, we'll cap the flags for you. So I was like, you know what, thank you very much, and I'll trust you guys. Always trust your friends and try to trust your random teammates, even though, that kind of is not such a good advice. Random teammates are not really reliable, so you really don't want to trust them to watch your back, but your friends, your teammates, you can trust them, and that's what they did in this gameplay, and I go in 99-6. Double chem strike. So the first streak here is like a 3-minute chem strike, I think. Basically, the first streak is 3 minutes, the second chem strike is 2 minutes, and then I get a really fast, like 2-minute or like less than 2-minute streak, a 20 I think I died on. You guys, someone can count if they really want to, but I'm just gonna estimate it was like a 18 or a 20 or something like that. But yeah, this class setup that I'm using is absolutely dope. What it is it is the Bison with the grip and the silencer. The thing about the Bison is the grip is like on the back of the gun, so you don't really notice it. Like you guys will see right here, I'm holding it like from the bottom of the barrel, which you hold it as even if you do not have the grip, so it's really hard to notice. I do have that sexy gold camo on it, of course. Still working on getting gold camo for all my guns and stuff like that, but this gun does absolute work. And I was playing on Nuketown with a bunch of different SMG setups. I'll have a ton of different chem strike gameplays up on Nuketown with different SMG setups, as well as assault rifle chem strikes on different maps and stuff like that. But this setup really does tear people up. I know in my past videos I've said you don't really need to run a silencer on Strike Zone, or I mean Freight you kind of do need a silencer because it's a bit bigger, but Strike Zone you really don't need to use a silencer because they're going to know where you're at anyway. But I've kind of changed my opinion on that after playing the other day and dropping like whatever, I think I got like 10 chem strikes in one day, maybe something like that. But I've kind of changed my opinion. The silencer on Strike Zone is actually really helpful, and it actually does help me a lot of times in this gameplay. When the enemies are just seeing their teammates getting drop, and they have no idea where you're at. I mean, it does make a sound, but not, people in public matches are definitely not as aware, or definitely not near as aware as someone like if you're playing competitive or Clan v Clan. And in Clan v Clan, if you drop down, the enemies are going to hear you drop. They're going to know everything about your every single move. If you reload, if you pull out a grenade, a good player is going to hear that, and he's going to, notice those things. And that's something that you really have to watch out for in Call of Duty, in total, is that if anyone pulls out a grenade, people can hear that, especially a good player will be able to hear that. But in public matches, you can kind of chillax, use your favorite class setup, and just go in on the enemies, which is what I like to do. And basically, the silencer, it's up to you. I would say on different guns where the silencer, where it comes in handy with your class setup, like the Bison for example, I have a 38 size clip, and I use the grip because it does have quite a bit of recoil. It does kick to the sky quite a bit, when you're using just the straight up Bison. But then I recommend, I don't really need extended mags, because 38 with sleight of hand, obviously I have my best specialist bonus, which I'll be outlining in a video in the future for you guys, probably within the next week or so. I'm going to make a video on the best chem strike class and the best assault rifle classes, because a lot of you guys want to know my class setup, which I've gone over. But class setups are constantly evolving, and people are constantly finding new overpowered perks, new overpowered setups that work good together and complement each other. And that's what you really want out of a specialist bonus setup, is you want a setup that basically complements the other perks in it. If you're running scavenger, then you don't need fully loaded. If you're running marathon, you guys get what I'm saying. You want perks that basically work well with each other. If you're running dead silence, you want to run amplify. You guys get what I'm saying here. But this gameplay here, pretty insane. It's the Bison once again, and of course the Bison is a really good gun even after it's been nerfed so many times. That's one thing that they really have been messing with in Call of Duty Ghosts. They've been nerfing the MTAR, nerfing the Bison, buffing the Vector, buffing the K.E.M, buffing other stuff, and they're really fucking around with the submachine gun, so you really don't know which one is the best, and it really comes up to personal opinion. I guess you guys can let me know in the comment section below as I get that nice triple spray. What's your favorite SMG? SMG in this game, I guess you guys could say. Mine will probably be the MTAR, just for its consistency over the life cycle of COD Ghosts. The MTAR has always been a good gun and has always been a strong gun that you can go to. I've gotten probably most of my chem strikes with either the Honey Badger or the MTAR. And speaking of the Honey Badger, that's actually what I pick up on the second kill streak, and I actually do a lot of work with the Honey Badger. Me personally, and with the Honey Badger, it's an assault rifle, and the thing about assault rifles is you don't strafe like you do with an SMG, and that's one thing I love about that Ripper hybrid, is that you can strafe like it's an SMG, but you can play it as an assault rifle. Because as you guys can see here, I don't have Stalker on this class setup, because with an SMG you really don't need Stalker, in my personal opinion. But on an assault rifle or a marksman rifle, even a sniper rifle, I like running Stalker, but definitely on like an LMG, you know, you gotta run Stalker because strafing will win gunfights. You know, people don't have the best aim, and if you can jump shot, if you can drop shot, if you can strafe, those are what are going to win you those straight up gunfights. And that's what a lot of the things that Call of Duty is. A lot of Call of Duty, as far as getting chem strikes going, exceeding in a public playlist setting, is catching the enemies off guard, hitting the flanks, knowing the spawn trapping, you know, that's a lot of stuff. But even the best players, even the most slickest ninja beaver players, are gonna run into straight up gunfights where you're gonna have to go one-on-one, you against the guy, and those are the situations that really take the good players from the great players, from the legends. That's just my opinion, is that people that have extreme gun skill will really show up in a public match way more. And that's what a lot of people say about Call of Duty, like Battlefield players and stuff like that, or Halo players. Halo is a really skillful game. They'll say Call of Duty takes no skill, man. And I agree that on a different level, you know, Call of Duty is not on the same skill level as Halo, as much as skill that it would take. Like, say if the greatest Halo player was gonna 1v1 average Halo player, he could probably spank him. But if the greatest Call of Duty player 1v1'd an average Call of Duty player, obviously he would win by a lot, but you know, the average Call of Duty player would probably get a few kills on him, because you die so fast in Call of Duty. It's a twitch shooter, and basically the person with the best reaction time and the person who sets himself up for the gunfights is going to win a lot. And that's like one thing that I always say in my videos, and that I always give the tip, is like, in most situations in Call of Duty, the person who shoots first is going to win, or the person who has the advantage in the gunfight is going to win, even if it's, you know, even if the other kid has less gun skill than you, more gun skill than you. It doesn't really matter. Who shoots first is going to win in most situations, especially in a game like Call of Duty Ghosts, where everyone's complaining, you know, you die so fast in Call of Duty Ghosts and all that stuff, and they put in that that new mode where you have extra health and all that jazz. But in a game like this, it's all about getting that first shot, and that's why coming around the corners with your aim down sights ready, you know, ready or ready to hip fire, whatever you guys like to do, those things are key. Knowing the choke points on the map and checking them are key. As you guys will see in my gameplays a lot, when I come around certain corners, like say I'm in the closet area or I'm by Bizon, that's where I'm going to expect people. And playing off the minimap, I find where I'm going to expect people, and I'm going to come around those corners, like right there. I'm going to come around the corner with my aim down sights up, ready to go, because those are situations where I'm going to expect the enemies to be at. And even if there's no enemies, it's really not that hard to hit the left trigger and aim down sights. And that's just a personal tip for you guys. Call of Duty is a twitch shooter, you know. It's all about winning those gunfights and setting yourself up. If it's a one-on-one gunfight, that's when you got to make some maneuvers and you got to shine on the enemies. You know, jump shots, drop shots, all that stuff. And Deadeye is such a good perk, man. I'll probably make a video talking about how beasted this perk is, because the thing just drops people in half a second, and it really is amazing how good that perk is. You can really dominate by using Deadeye, and I definitely recommend it to, you know, anyone looking for a new perk. It does, you know, you take 5 slots or whatever. Really good perk. That's about it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this 99 kill double chem strike. I'm sure lots of you guys hopefully watched it to the end. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like on it. I would really appreciate it if we could go for 2,000 likes. On my FAD chem strike, we got 2,000 likes. So 2,000 likes on this video would mean a lot. This was a longer commentary. I talked about the gameplay for most of it. Hopefully some of you guys won't mind that. I don't usually talk about the gameplay for 10 minutes straight, so hopefully it's a good change. But make sure to leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new. Let's go for 2,000 likes. And as always, subscribe for a cookie. I'm out. Peace.
Friendly can't strike income. They done friendly high coming for. Hey, secure.